Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Eric Schneider. I'm the Associate Superintendent in Minnetonka Public Schools. And the story we're going to share with you today, this is Jeff Erickson, the high school principal in Minnetonka. We have just one high school. It's a 10,000 student district. So the high school has 3,200 kids. So it's a big school, a large, comprehensive school. So this is a very different story of innovation here in Minnetonka, right? It's actually a very high-achieving school district. And I lead innovation for Minnetonka. And what I always say to people is, what's the hardest kind of organization to change, right? It's the one where everything's going fine, right? Nothing's broken, so why fix it, right? But Minnetonka has a very different approach to education, and it is to disrupt ourselves from within every day. And so that's the story we're going to share with you guys here today. It's really, I mean, again, this is a district where we shouldn't change anything. Nothing's broken, but this is a great story of disruption, and it's about our VANTAGE program. And yesterday I spoke to some of the folks who I see are in the room here today, talked about our crowd-based innovation program. So we actually ask our staff, every fall we run an event called the Big Hunt for Ideas. We ask our staff, like, what are the pain points you feel every day, right? What are the problems that you see kids bringing to school? What are the missed opportunities, right? What program did you see in a district that you were in before that you wonder why we're not doing it here, okay? And we get the most amazing ideas from our staff. So this is a story of an idea that came to us from a couple of social studies teachers having lunch together. This was the first year we ran this program, and these social studies teachers said in their idea, you know, our curriculum's great and our kids are super compliant and they take the tests and they do well. But it's so removed from the real world and what it's going to feel like to get out there in the workforce, and we can do better. So one thing led to another. We tested the idea, we focus grouped, we went and visited districts that were doing something in this area, and we built our own version of it, and we're in year 5. We're going to next year enroll 300 kids in this program. It's become the coolest thing at the high school, and so it's a great story of disruption, and that's really what we're going to talk about here. You know, how do we disrupt that traditional high school model, the large comprehensive, in a way that really increased authentic engagement, right? Not simulated engagement, but kids solving real problems, all right? How do we increase student confidence? Right, so let's break out of this compliance mindset and let's really think critically and think independently and gain that confidence to make a difference and add value in the world. How do we solve real-world problems through application of rigorous content? Some of these application courses, what we call strands or integrations, have advanced placement curriculum. So it's high-level college curriculum. And then develop partnerships with businesses and one-to-one mentors. A lot of the folks presenting here have talked about working with the community, the Met School, awesome examples. There's so much opportunity out there in the business community to work with the schools, and we've been really fortunate in that regard. Overall, we're confident we've really improved the student experience. And honestly, 28 years in education, I don't know why it took us so long. I mean, this is exactly what schools should look like. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but it needs to be said. Jeffrey.
All right. So if you look at the next piece, if you think, where does all this happen? These are the classrooms within the VANTAGE program. They're actually not on campus. They're about 2 miles down the road from the high school. We redesigned all the furniture in the space really to align with what's happening within the course, that idea of collaboration and bringing in business partners. And so it's a very functional space. Students are very confident whether it be in front of the crowd or working in teams, or that upper right-hand photo is the classroom. Also, the classroom really is beyond the site. They're going to places throughout Minnesota, one at the Children's Hospital. We've had students on our Global Food Sustainability strand going to farms looking at the work that's happening. So the classroom is certainly beyond the walls of the building. And just a quick overview of the model.
Oh, I got that one. Yeah. And some of this I've already mentioned, but really, you know, the key to this, you know, the design of these courses is around guest instructors. So our teachers really facilitate that space where, you know, guests come in from local businesses. Every student has a mentor, so it's a one-to-one mentoring. There's a curriculum that's built to support that relationship. Events and site visits, get the kids out into the community, into the field. Business projects, these, you know, we just had a local TV station that ran a piece on a student team that developed a social media solution for Best Buy. And they're actually going to use that. Best Buy says these kids saved them millions of dollars. So it's, you know, the kids get that affirmation that they can really add value. And then our MHS instructors, our high school team, just a very courageous. These guys work twice as hard as the teachers back at the traditional school setting. Again, this happens in a satellite location, so it's about 4 miles away from the high school. Jeffrey mentioned that. Oh, sorry, bud.
All right, so you see all the business partners. These are with some of the groups that we've worked with, and they're actually coming to us and they want to work with us, and the word is out that the students actually provide value. So a few other pieces. Take a look. These are the strands that we offer. We have 6. The one that we're rebooting for next year is the health sciences, where they're having AP Psychology, Anatomy, and also getting certification out of that. But all rigorous content and just a variety of options for students. We increased our enrollment from 150 from this year to next year 300. So just point out one thing in the slide, just the right-hand side, you see the fact that we have AP and IB courses. So we have a 6-period day, so these this critical nature of the fact that they have these rigorous courses embedded in there, so it works within their schedule. And so this is just one of the strands of the projects that they work on. I just want to end with the fact, if you look at the picture of Sam, we talked about in the first slide that confidence. This is a photo from June 5th, and I don't know if you've worked with seniors, but by days before graduation, their level of motivation is probably not the highest level. But he's getting ready for his final product and project presentation to the company with whom he's working. And they are so focused, they're so committed because they see the value to what they're doing. We've answered the question of why. Why are we doing this? What's the relevance to my world? And that I'm actually providing a value for an outside partner. So Sam, when he started the program, was nervous, didn't know how to speak in front of a large group, and at the end of the program is so confident in doing so. We had a video in which the dad talked about the transformation that he has seen in his son during the entire program and all the soft skills. So we've got it, when I look at this program, we've started to crack the nut of what does real engagement look like and how do students see the value they're providing not only for themselves but the broader community. So it's been a huge success, and I end with the fact of that idea of confidence. They believe in what they can do. So it's been a great part of our school experience. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.